Hey, we are live now.
Hey, we're live.
Hi.
We're professional. We really, really are.
Hey,
It's probably illicit media, not illicit media.
illicit.
It's weird. It's actually like connecting
Yeah,
and disconnecting.
uh, so
Are we live?
we are live.
John T1 says, I see Sonic.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
We're live.
So, yes.
I
Why
guess
can't
we're
I
live.
do it?
Is this a Q&A?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I
You'll
mean, I'll
have to
cut out
wait
this
for
part
check.
anyway, so I mean, you know, we can get started.
Give it a
soon.
trim.
Oh, no wonder why I'm hearing it twice. I had Social Blade IRC in the background tab.
You gotta stop doing that, Dave. You've done that before.
I know.
I hope you
Okay.
know that.
Yeah. All right. Shall we start?
Yeah, I'm having issues
Go
actually
for
loading
it.
up the video on my end, but you know what? It doesn't matter because I'm kind of live and I can see you guys anyway.
Tyler,
Here-
can you adjust your webcam so it's because it's 16:9 in the stream?
Hold on, no, I can fix that. That's...
Yeah, you fix me up. I don't know what I'm
Oh,
doing.
no, I messed that up. There's mine. You guys will see that in a second. Okay, screen regions, where's Tyler? Oh, you're kidding me.
Maybe if I'd look at it, I'd know what you're talking about.
That might help, but I
This John T
think...
dude is acting weird.
No, okay.
No,
It's fine now. It's fine. I fixed it. I fixed it.
You know,
I
watch
see
that like
now.
3 minutes later on the stream.
I see it now.
Can you guys hear everyone on the stream?
Oh, go for it.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Kate, really? Okay, I know it works. Awesome.
Yeah, I realized that like my head was cut off. That's embarrassing.
Sorry. It's fixed. It's just 3 minutes behind.
I'll
Yeah.
trust.
Anyway, do you guys want to start?
Yeah. This is how every show is going to start, isn't it?
Hey, I'm fine with that. I really, really am.
I like it too.
All right. Hello, Social Blade. This is VideoCast number 2. I am your host, Castle Caden, bringing you some news. We're here with Sonic Orb Studios and Tyler Miller.
Who has a lot of different channels, so
Yes, so that was the easiest way to do it. Just Tyler Miller, go ahead and Google, all that jazz. We're going to be talking about quite a few things today, and I'm sure Dave will enjoy this part the most. Support tickets. Here's a question for you, Dave. What are some of your most memorable support tickets while working at Social Blade?
Oh, that is such a loaded question.
Now, remember, we're on Social Blade.
I know. There's a lot of support tickets. I mean, we just within the past few days went past ticket 65,000.
dang.
And I started at ticket number 1,000 before Ergo was doing them all himself. So that gives you a. I'm really silent. This is John T1 in the IRC. Sorry. Turn up
Talk
your
louder.
speakers. I can't adjust anything. I'm on a USB headset. I don't know.
You're fine on my end.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
fine.
so I'm good. I guess the most memorable ones are the ones that are repeated most often. And
What
let's
might some
just
of those
jump
be?
into that. The
right.
first, definitely our top ticket comment would be, I cannot find my channel on Social Blade. I keep trying to search the username. However, it just says maybe I've typed it wrong or the username is incorrect. What can I do to fix this? Well, if you look below the red box that says all that, there's this great thing called 2 videos. They're embedded in the page. It actually shows you where to find your channel name and
Very
where
useful.
to set your channel name. Very, very useful. And a lot of people would have their answers if they just simply watch those. But to go over this once again, the basic way to find your channel name is not from the page display name or the page design at all, but rather to go to the URL where it says youtube.com/channel or /user. And after that, you should have your channel name, which you can copy paste. If it's a random jumble of letters and numbers and all that, there's one of the videos, and we will put in the description later, how to set a channel name, or you could just go on the Sonic Orb Studios channel and search how to set a channel name, and there should be a video there. So, yeah.
Now, before we actually continue with the tickets, again, we're going to be talking about quite a few things. First off, we are going to be talking about tickets. We're going to be talking about the Google Plus commenting update. There's like this singular page that people have been noticing. We're going to talk about that a bit. We're going to be talking about gaming on YouTube and Twitch and what to do to improve yourself, and just general optimization tips. YouTube copyright policies, and the Android app, and then some Q&A, if you guys don't mind.
Who are you asking
Okay.
me?
Anyone. This is open to you guys.
I don't mind.
Okay. Just kind of figured I'd,
Be polite about it.
yeah. Yeah.
So we're
That's-
getting some. We are getting one. Why can't I get in Maker Studios? Maybe you should ask Maker Studios. By the way, we're not Maker Studios.
Yes. Dave, would you want to clarify that for the people at home playing the home game?
Yeah, let's cover this topic because also on Twitter I've been going back and forth with a member that says he just wants to get out of contract. He wants to just leave the partner program, and he's blaming us for this and that, saying that we're not letting him out of the program or out of his contract. Well, first, Social Blade is a standalone company separate from RPM and Maker Studios. We don't have any contracts at all. So you guys got to keep that in mind when you're having issues with contract-related things and you submit a support ticket at support.socialblade.com. It is in our immediate action to give you a message saying, hey, it's not our business to handle this. You have to go file a ticket at the Maker Max dashboard and handle it with Maker Studios directly. When it comes to actually getting out of a contract, you have to read your contract word for word and understand it, because a lot of people, I feel that they don't understand it, and they say, oh, well, I signed up a few months ago and I want to get out. You guys are violating the contract and you got to cancel it. And they think that they can just get out. And that may be the case in some situations, but not always. And 99% of the time it's just a misread. So have someone read over the contract with you that really understands the legal talk on it. But it's an easy contract most of the time. Now, when it comes to applying, you are actually applying through Social Blade. However, you're signing up and in contract with Maker Studios and RPM Network / Maker Studios 3. I don't know when they changed that. But so you're not ever in a contract with Social Blade. When it comes to any type of legal or payment stuff, we are not held responsible. If you have issues with applying, we also really can't help you other than maybe emailing someone. But the best thing to do is go and find the support ticket system. It's max.makerstudios.com/ticket.html. Maybe that's important. I don't know. We will post that in the link in the description below after this video is rendered out as well. But it's a lot of people that are coming back to us saying, "Hey, I'm having issues applying or getting out of contract," and our hands are tied when it comes to stuff like that because we are not linked to Maker Studios in other way other than a referral system. So we can't help you with payment, contract, getting in or out of contract. So I just wanted to make a note of that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's definitely fair.
This episode brought to you by Vanilla Coke.
If only.
Vanilla Coke.
It's vanilla.
It's all good. One of the other things that I've actually noticed a lot in the support tickets itself is people say that even though they have a YouTube username, they can't seem to actually get into the Social Blade database. I've noticed that lately, especially lately, subscribers on certain profiles seem to be disabled. You have to have subscribers displayed on your page before you can actually get into the Social Blade database. And the reason why we do that is because we actually check, as a minimum, that you have to have at least 5 subscribers. So that's fairly easy and straightforward. I think that's fairly decent. Any? What?
Lucid Media says poor Ergo had to handle 99 tickets.
Hey, that's rough.
Yeah. Shall I remind you, 65,000? I had to handle 64,000.
Oh, here's a really big question for you, Tyler. Marcus says, more importantly, how much money will it take for Tyler to shave off his beard?
Hey, that's a good question. The answer is, I don't answer questions like that. I mean, I don't know. I shaved it off like a few weeks ago, but I don't know.
I
it's
tried
not-
going, but I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, it's not like I've been working on it for like 5 years or anything. So it's a natural gift.
It gets itchy, way too itchy for me. I just can't
Yeah.
do it. Now, onto the Google Plus commenting. Unless, Dave, you wanted to get in another support ticket there.
Nah.
Moving on. Now, actually, before we actually continue, what we're going to be trying to do in the future, as you can see, we got Tyler on here. We're going to be trying to include more people from the community into this. Now, we don't exactly know how we're going to be doing it yet, but we will be doing it, and we'll see how it goes. Because so far, the response has been fairly positive, and we'll see if we can develop this into something that you guys will enjoy.
Yeah, so we're more interested in having you guys on camera, like Tyler here decided to come in. And this is great because you guys get to voice your thoughts and opinions and get some airtime as well, which is a huge plug for your channel. But we're going to be doing this. If you guys want to sort of apply, I guess we could start this out by having you fill out a support ticket at support.socialblade.com. And in the subject or title of the support ticket, put a live show. And then post your channel name, a little bit about yourself, and why you would be the best fit to be on one of these live shows as opposed to anyone else. I'm also having guys that are able to jump on a camera and have knowledge on topics that I may not, to the best of my ability, know about something, and be on the YouTube Tips series, which is every other Sunday or Saturday. Where do I do those? I don't even know when I air these things anymore.
Come on, Dave. You should know this.
One of the days of the week.
You know, it comes out on a weekend.
There you go.
Yeah.
We will
So
try to
you guys
come
can
up
you
with
can
a
apply for
schedule.
that by going to the support ticket system as well on our site. If you don't know how to type support.socialblade.com, you go down to the bottom of the big green button and fill out a support ticket and put YouTube tip as the subject line for that, and give me an idea of why you would be best fit to be on a YouTube tip series and what you would like to discuss in terms of topic. So just wanted to cover that. Also, lastly, a lot of people are in our IRC chat room. You can go to socialblade.com/chat. We are looking at that most of all. It's real-time chat for the most part. Or you just stick with the YouTube chat. But we love the IRC, and it's a great way to stick around and become a regular. You know, John T1 is in there all the time right now. He's all like, he's just trying to get airtime. I see nothing but his username up and down the board. So if you were to jump in there and chat every now and then, like T-Game and Tech just did, you might get a shout out like this. Yeah.
Hey.
So become a regular. It's a great way to actually boost your channel and become friends and collaborate with people.
Of course. One of the next things that we actually did want to talk about was the whole Google Plus commenting thing. Now that the dust is somewhat settled, what do you guys think of it?
At first it had some issues, for sure. Why did the screen went black and then back? That was awesome.
That was me. Wow, you
Threw
guys
me
are
off for a
delayed.
bit.
Sorry, I had a message and I just needed to quickly check it.
Okay.
Sorry.
The comment system did have some flaws at first, but I really like it personally. You couldn't review things. I do like the new youtube.com/comment page where I can review things, because a lot of the time I miss them, and I found out that I was missing them until I went to that page. Unfortunately, you can't reply at that page yet.
But I mean, you can thumbs up, you can flag, you can remove
them.
Eventually, I assume they'll be able to actually get you to be able to comment through there, which will be a great plus. Now that they have the pending comments there too, you can actually approve them from there, I believe, from the second tab. All of that stuff. Personally, I don't hate the Google Plus commenting system. Mind you, at first I was kind of annoyed, but I use Google Plus anyway. I'm one of those people that actually enjoy Google Plus.
One of them.
One of the
it's not bad. It's not that bad.
In general.
I used it early on as well when it came out, and I really liked it. I mean, the video calling alone is pretty cool, and then now the side chat, what they're calling Hangouts versus Hangout parties. Just a really interactive service, and now that it's integrated with my YouTube page, it's easy to give something a like or a +1 or post a comment, and it's shared to that page, further bringing traffic to that page, which was really hard to get myself to actually change, log into the account, go to the page section, post something manually. I like that it's automatic.
And one thing that I realized is that I can now see if I get top comment on another video. Before I would never know unless I just went back to the video. But I mean, unless I'm just making witty responses lately. Lately, I've been getting top comment on a bunch of videos. I get a notification and it says so-and-so and 10 others +1 to your comment. And I went to the video, you can see that you have top comment. Before, you never really had a notification that would tell you that kind of thing. And so, I mean, in some ways, I think it was busted a little bit at the beginning, but overall, I think it's an okay change. It's still not completely 100% working, but I like being able to moderate stuff and like block certain things and just better moderation overall of the whole comments.
And as you mentioned, there's still a long way to go before, a lot of people will accept it, but it's starting to improve, which I think is the main point.
I'm gonna mute Social Hangout right now because they're just talking up a storm.
All right, no worries, no worries. In that case, we could just talk about gaming then. How about that? Gaming on YouTube. Tyler, you.
Nah, not you guys. Social Hangout. The text chat.
Oh. They're talking
Sorry
there.
for being unclear.
But you meant the social blade chat. I'm like, okay, you can handle that. We can talk about gaming. Well, we might as well talk about it anyway. But
well, one last thing about the Google Plus thing. I think everybody really, really, really overreacted at the very beginning. I was included myself. I was just like, what? They destroyed YouTube. I mean, and it did, like, there was Bob armies everywhere. There was inappropriate things everywhere. But it didn't take them too long for that to get under control. I think it was like a fail as a launch. But overall, I think a lot of people overreacted with it. I saw people like saying, I'm quitting YouTube because they did this. And it's like, you're going to quit YouTube because they changed the comment system. But overall, though, it's not that bad. And if you want to continue to make YouTube videos, YouTube is going to continue to change and be more like Google Plus, whether we like it or not.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if in the future YouTube is Google Plus. I mean, that would be the extreme, but I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Well, they are trying to integrate it. In all honesty, I've given up on, ranting about it. I've accepted it. There's still some bugs. A lot of the bigger YouTubers, well, some of them anyway, are still trying to boycott it.
Yeah.
But it's here to stay.
Yeah. A little petition with 100 people isn't going to change the mind of anybody.
Yeah. Or 300,000.
Or 300,000.
So we're stuck with it, unfortunately. But, I mean, once you get used to it and once you realize that it could be beneficial to your channel, it's pretty decent.
And there's a lot of tools in the whole comment section, like blocking out certain phrases or words, just being able to monitor it more and make it cater better to you and your audience the way you want to have it, I guess, work.
Most definitely. Anyway, so on to gaming. Tyler, you have some expertise in this area.
Well,
would you care to indulge?
I guess if you want to call it expertise. I have a gaming channel. It's Player Select Gaming. Some people might know it. And I've done all kinds of stuff. Minecraft. I've done a couple guides for some mods. Feed the Beast, and people constantly hound me. When are you going to keep doing Feed the Beast? And I constantly explain that my Feed the Beast file is corrupted. but I do some other stuff too.
Our collab and whatnot.
Yeah, people still ask. I was like, I don't know. We got busy. But I do other stuff too. Nintendo games. I'm doing Super Mario Brothers 3D World or whatever that's called, and Lego Marvel Heroes, which is really fun. But I do a lot of different stuff. And I mean, I don't know, expertise. I mean, I'm at 3,991 subscribers, so I'm almost at 4,000. And I've been doing it for a little over a year. And it helps that I had my other channel, T Game and Tech, before that to help give you a little bit of a boost. But what really helps, I guess, is when you're doing a gaming channel, is to be regular and consistent. Try to upload the best quality you can. If you cannot record Minecraft at over 25 frames per second, you probably shouldn't be uploading it because it's annoying to watch.
Thank you.
Yes.
Because I don't watch it. If somebody has 25 frames per second, it's like, okay, next. Just be constant. If you can, make nice thumbnails that just look nice. First impression's everything. And so if you can get people to watch your channel because of your thumbnail, I mean, you're doing a pretty good job. Collaborate, everybody says that, but it actually does help whenever you collaborate with people. And yeah, I don't know what else.
Well, I think it's also refreshing where if you have like a Let's Play channel, if you collaborate with others, you get to hear multiple voices, which brings a unique flavor to a channel, especially if you guys have a lot of chemistry.
Yeah. And
the Feed the Beast.
Yeah. And if you're try not to be monotone, unless like you're trying to be a monotone gamer, which I know some people are, and that's perfectly fine because it's funny. But if you're just not very interesting and you're just not comfortable, I mean, that will happen and you just kind of have to work through that. But the more you do it, the more you get comfortable with it. And I know Ergo says that gamers are kind of like what a radio vloggers or something like that. It's pretty much like you're on a radio, and it really is. If you don't show your face, you're kind of running your own radio station, and you have to be entertaining without being seen, which is a little bit harder than some people would think. And so, if you think you're boring, then chances are you might be a little bit boring. But I
Even if
guess,
it's minimal amounts, I found in the
yeah,
past for me, the back of my mind, it might be boring, and then I go back 2 years later and watch these videos that I did back in those days. I'm like, wow, I'm all monotone. So if
I'm
you
lame.
can exaggerate it,
Yeah,
be hyped up and everything. I mean, that's what I do these days. Is I could just sit here and talk about this in a monotone type voice. But now I'm all hyped up and energized. I'm like, you guys are going to be really interested in this topic because this thing's going to like take off and fly a camera into a tree and
yes.
yeah, something like that. Yes.
And
Excitement.
if you're not excited about whatever you're doing, people who are watching are going to be like, "Are we
Most
supposed to be?
definitely.
Are we supposed to be excited?" So
Yeah.
Artie's game says we monotone gamers. That's because that he advertises himself as a monotone, semi-comical gamer, which kind of works for him. But there's a difference between boring monotone, like my math teacher used to be, and I'd fall asleep in class, versus being monotone and sarcastic and funny. But as long as you're entertaining and you just keep people engaged, ask the audience questions, do it like a question of the day. I did that for a while and it worked very well. I don't know why I stopped. Face cam every now and then works. I don't do that for all my videos, but I just kind of throw it in. But definitely ask your audience questions. You know, what do you think? Should I do this for this build? I ask my audience all the time. Do you like this better or this? And you know, they tell me if I do a terrible job, and that's good for them. And usually I do a terrible job, but they always offer their input, whether I like it or not, which is fine by me.
Yeah, if I ever do decide to get back into it, I will probably be doing face cam a lot more.
Mhm.
Just because I think it adds a little bit, seeing having people see my reactions to me falling down a giant hole and then being all like, raging for a
Yeah.
couple minutes.
But like games like mini games, like Blitz Survival or Mega Walls, stuff like that does very well with face cam because it's very high energy stuff, especially if you're doing it with other people. Because I mean, it's just constant stuff happening, and so you got a lot of expression and stuff like that. And so there's a good videos to do face cam on if you're just wondering where to start out.
Yeah.
But
One of the people that actually commented in the YouTube video itself is people seem to be complaining about the inaccuracy of the earnings on Social Blade, like the visual. The number that you get can vary dramatically based on multiple factors, including the country that your viewers are coming in from, whether or not they ad block, what general niche
Nietzsche.
niche you're in. For example, gaming, it doesn't have a high CPM, it has an average. So take that into account. And if you get a lot of US traffic, and if you get a lot of like decent people that don't use ad block, I don't use ad block when I view videos, but if you get a lot of that, you might get somewhere around the average of the two numbers.
Yeah, and gaming videos, there's a ton of gaming channels. And advertisers, I mean, this is the way it used to work. I'm not, correct me if it's different, but advertisers pay different amounts of money for different ads. And some are willing to pay higher amounts for like more premium channels. But if there's like thousands of gaming channels and sometimes the estimates are a little bit low because the ad buys are a little bit lower, it's just very complicated. There's no way to say this is exactly why it's happening. But I don't know. I just think that there's a lot of gaming channels. And so not that gaming channels get lower ad buys, but there's just a lot of people can just throw their ads out and say, hey, throw out these ads on all these gaming channels. But yeah.
Another major factor is actually the month that you're in too. I mean, January is the lowest.
Oh, it's the worst.
For example, and December
January
can be one of the
1st.
highest. Yeah. Oh, that was horrible for me too.
I cry every year.
Yeah. No, I did that the first time around, and I almost lost motivation. But
I was prepared this year. I was like, okay.
yeah. Dave, do you have anything to add on to the earnings estimate?
When it comes to earnings and all that, I do YouTube to help others. So I'm not focused on the amount of money made. I know a lot of people sort of look at that as a side. I'm like, that's great. But if YouTube and all these networks were to disappear tomorrow and payments went away completely, I really wouldn't be bothered at all, because the reason why I started YouTube and posting videos in general was to get my content out to an audience to help them. So when they had a question, I could show them how to do this or that. and and generally it's enjoyable to do. So, yeah,
How
that's my
politically
thought.
correct of you, Dave.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably be surprised that if YouTube removed all monetization, how many people would actually quit making YouTube videos? And it's probably a little bit more than you would actually think. Um,
Yeah.
and some people don't do YouTube for the money. Personally, I make YouTube videos and I do profit off of it, and I do see it as a source of income. I have multiple sources of income, but there's other ways to monetize on YouTube and make money on YouTube through selling merchandise, branding. You can get your face on a T-shirt, something you say on a T-shirt. Um, Coffee mugs. There's all kinds of stuff you can do for branding. And I mean, people have all kinds of videos about that, how to brand and sell stuff. Things like Rodeo Arcade or whatever that website's called, you can make your own t-shirts and sell. So there's other ways to make money on YouTube and online than just straight up ad monetization.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, in our IRC chat room at socialblade.com/chat, John T1 says, Sonic, in your opinion, what is the most important? He says quality versus commentary. I say quality overall, but then again, I go back to that first part of the question. What's the most important thing? And I say have fun.
Yeah.
Personally, fun over quality over quantity for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And somebody also asked that, quality or quantity. As a gaming channel, like it's hard because you need to get yourself out there. Because if you're uploading one video a month, you're not good luck. But you don't want to be like so spammy that you get like 3 videos a day in your subscription feed.
Boy, I used to do that.
Yeah, and and I didn't because your videos get pushed out. That's why I try to only do 1 video a day on my gaming channel. Sometimes I do 2 videos, but if I do, I release them at 2 different times of the day, like morning and night. But quality is very important, and I guess, yeah, quality over quantity, but make sure you're not just doing a video a month. Just whatever flows well and is easy for you and that you're enjoying it. If it gets to the point where you're being miserable trying to do it, then you're doing it too much or you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Now, a few people in the comments are talking about how they can actually improve their channels and how some of the channels that are even much worse than theirs have more videos than they do amongst all of that. That depends on a few factors. It depends on what you're trying to play. It depends on how well you optimize, and really it's to do with a lot of luck and your personality, in all honesty. And personally, I wouldn't even necessarily look at the numbers, but I would continue to try to optimize your videos so that not only do they work for you and your viewers, but they're also, for the search engines as well.
Yeah. The subscriber number is a very, very misleading number.
Yes.
Just because somebody has 10,000 subscribers do not mean they have 10,000 active viewers. Far from that.
Agreed.
I like when they come into our IRC. I've got 10,000 subs. Anyone want to collab?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how many actually watch your videos?
I get 10 views a day.
So that's one thing to consider. I mean, the biggest thing, keep track of your views per day and your comments on your videos. That's the best way to see how well you're doing, not necessarily subscribers. Agreed.
And with some of the things that you'd actually want to improve, for example, if you want to get more traffic from, that thing called YouTube or Google, some of the things you can do is actually try to improve your titles, your descriptions, and your tags. People overlook this. I've had people talk to me before wondering why they can't get views, and they don't have a description or have anything in their tags.
Or anything.
Yeah, like, sure, they have an okay title, but nothing beyond that. And one of the things that I might actually do in the future, if Dave permits me, is I might actually do optimization tips on Social Blade, because I tend to have a decent amount of luck when it comes to trying to rank my videos beyond those channels that probably shouldn't deserve those anyway. Not trying to sound mean, but I can optimize.
Sometimes you wonder, how did they get there?
Basically. And they utilize certain things to try to get their channels a little bit higher. And a lot of that is to do with optimization of, you guessed it, titles, tags, descriptions, annotations, playlists, and more. So those are some of the things that I'll probably be trying to focus on in the future on the Social Blade channel itself.
Real quick, Castle.
Ahoy.
Somebody told me that I had to have 15 tags, no more, no less.
They are lying through their teeth.
They said 15 tags is a sweet spot. Any more?
15 tags is a figmentational number that people should try to shoot for, because otherwise they don't know. Personally,
Yeah.
put the tags that are most relevant to you. I put as many tags as I can think of.
That are relevant.
That are relevant in my tag section. So, I mean, for example, if you're playing Minecraft 1.7.20, I don't care if that's a figmentational number that doesn't exist, you'd probably want to put that as your first tag. And then, you know, Minecraft 1.7 point whatever, let's play. Minecraft 1.7 point whatever, commentary.
So
Put
I
your
notice you're
username
not
in there.
actually putting things like Minecraft, Creeper, or just the number alone. You're putting
No.
Minecraft and then the number, Minecraft and then commentary.
And
Yeah,
So
you
you
want to
phrases.
make sure that they're, you know, actual phrases, not individual keywords, because you're not trying to, you know, get that ranking in quote unquote creeper. Because that doesn't make any sense. And first off, you probably shouldn't even try to rank for that. Because
Yeah. Ugh.
yeah, that's a little different. You want to rank for phrases, long tail phrases especially. Mind you, they will have lower views, but the more videos that you actually pump out and the more things that you actually have, chances are you're actually going to be ranking higher, especially once you build your channel authority. Excuse me.
when the Social Blade is coming out, says Ninja Game and Tech.
It is.
When the Social
Yeah.
Blade, what?
When the Social Blade coming out?
Like the app.
You know, we should probably talk about the app.
That's a good segue. See how that
Yes,
works?
yes, it is. And again, guys, in the future, what I will be doing is I'll probably be doing a tip series for you guys, and I'll probably be trying to do the same things to the Social Blade videos now that I think about it, Dave.
Yes.
Yes.
So Social Blade app.
Yes, Social
Thank
Blade
you,
app.
Castle, for making a Social Blade app.
Woohoo! The Android app is done. We are working on the Windows one, and we are getting to the iOS one right now. There have been some issues with it, and I do apologize to everybody out in the crowd, but
It exists.
There. Ooh, it
Yeah.
definitely exists. So
Is it like on there?
yeah, no, it's on there. I don't have my cell phone, so I can't put it up, but you guys
It's okay.
can.
We'll
you know.
show Social Blade because
There you go.
they're awesome like that.
But yeah, and I have actually done a few upgrades to it since the initial release. You can now see your monthly statistics based on the daily stuff. And you can also see the recent views to whoever you want, as long as they have a YouTube username that you can search on YouTube.
Yeah.
Ooh, Social Blade's an A-. Good grade.
All right.
Yeah.
A nice feature that it was pointed out to me is that you can look at videos on a channel, like you can favorite channels. Like I have my channel favorited, and so you can see my videos. If you click on the video, okay, can I click on it?
Click on it. There
Yeah,
you go.
and it'll open up in YouTube if that's your default app.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's kind of a cool thing. Hey, don't play a video now. But it's a
Good job,
nice
Tyler.
feature.
Basically, yes. And a couple of people suggested that maybe do push notifications for when, you know, certain uploaders actually upload a video. I think that might be a little too much out of scope for the purpose of the app. Mostly that, and I'd probably find that a little annoying myself, because I like to have, you know, 20 favorites on my app, and I don't want to get dinged every, like, 10 minutes. But we'll see. We are going to be expanding into other top charts and other things as well. There's a couple things that we're going to be doing behind the scenes for Social Blade before I can actually get that set up. And again, the Windows Phone app is going to be coming out, as well as, well...
Can you
the
make one
iPhone
for
app.
BlackBerry?
Who asked that, and why should I care?
I do have a BlackBerry somewhere on a shelf. I would
Oh,
like
really?
to use it.
I've never really looked into BlackBerry, but I could probably try.
Don't, please.
Oh,
It's dead.
I wasn't sure if you were serious or not. I'm like,
Don't waste your
if you
time.
want, I can try. I didn't know there was a market for that. I didn't even know they existed anymore.
No, they're dead. They're gone. Don't mess with it.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
All right, well, either way, the app is out. We are going to be doing updates to it as often as possible. And I mean, we are going to be working on Windows Phone, iOS devices, as well as maybe some other operating systems in the future, depending on market trends and blah, 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 blah. Awesome articulation by Kestel Caden.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyways, so here's another thing that you two can actually talk about as well, seeing as you're Tyler's gaming and Dave is support tickets and whatnot. The YouTube copyright policy changes that occurred in December for all of you gaming Let's Players and all that jazz. Tyler, how did that affect you as a gamer?
Not at all. It did not affect me at all.
No copyright infringements or claims?
I had one video that was claimed, and it was claimed by Nintendo, which I expected them to do it a lot earlier than they did. It was my first episode of my Super Mario Brothers U Let's Play. That's the only episode they claimed, but they claimed the first one, and I honestly expected that to happen a lot sooner because Nintendo like did that months before December.
Yeah.
But that was the only video I've ever had claimed for third-party content. Um, I I just didn't get hit by anything. Now, granted, most of the stuff I put up is Minecraft, but I've been putting up Lego Marvel Heroes. I've had up Yoshi's Island on my Let's Play channel as one of my older series. Some other Nintendo games, and none of them have been flagged. So it might just be the bigger channels that are experiencing it a lot because the content system itself is still broke. Anybody can go in and make a claim and say, "Hey, I own that video," and then you have to fight that. And if you can prove that it's not true, then good for you. If you can, then you have a mess on your hands. But I, bigger channels just seem to be more targeted because people are out to scam the channels and try to get money from their videos. And so, as a smaller channel, I really wasn't affected at all. And so, it really wasn't a big deal for me. But I still think it's a little bit messed up. The whole way it's ran is just a mess. It's like you're getting punished for something before you go to trial for it a lot of the times, especially if somebody's putting a false claim against you. And so, yeah, it's a mess right now. But I don't really know any other smaller YouTubers though that were affected.
Well, unless they were blatantly having
Unless,
copyright
yeah,
issues.
straight up just uploading
Yeah,
without
not
commentary.
following fair use and all of that.
I had one video, and it was I knew it should have gotten pinged a long time ago, but after they switched over to the system about a few months ago back, one video I was showing a DJ controller, and of course I played some Daft Punk, and they claimed that right away. I just removed the video. I was like, you know what? It's one video, maybe 20,000 views or something on it. It's not worth keeping up. So I'll maybe re-edit one of these days and re-upload.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really experienced anything on my other channel either, my review channel. Like using stock photos from like websites or anything, I haven't had any issues with that. As long as you pretty much give credit. I know that's like it's a gray area because some people are like, well, you're still using the photo. But if it's like news, if you're covering it as news, usually that gets into fair use. But I mean, I really haven't any issues with it at all.
And LG in our chat room says 7 of my videos got claimed. BS. Really? Most of the time it's actually, most of the time it could be a false claim, but other times it's true, and you just got to read the claim. But that's why they have their appeal system, so you can go through and say, hey, this is falsely claimed. I own all rights. Here's the reason why, and submit that process, and they'll clear it.
Yeah, we've also been getting a lot of social blade tickets on that end too, where they're claimed by like CS, for example, quote unquote.
Yeah, if you go and view your social blade stats and you're claimed by something that you're not in network with, usually it's because you got third-party content matches or something like that. So check that first, and if it's still an issue after you've cleared those, contact us at support.socialblade.com, and I'll run a manual refresh of your stats page and see what fixes, if anything, hopefully.
We will fix you up good.
We'll fix you up good.
Tyler, you're going to say something? Sorry.
No, I was just thinking, the best way to avoid any copyright issues that you can easily avoid is just please do not use copyrighted music. Saying that this does not owned by me, so-and-so owns this music, does not give you the right to use it. If it's like a very popular song, like I don't even know any popular songs right now, I'm not hip and cool. But if you use like a song that's playing on the radio and you say, I don't own this, but you use it in your video and say, I don't claim this or anything.
I don't own any rights to this. All claiming goes to the artist. Yeah.
Warner Music Group, they don't care. They don't care. They're going to say, no, that's our music. You can't do that. If you want to pay the copyright or if you want to pay the claim, whatever it is, the rights to pay for that to use it, you can. It's going to be expensive.
Good luck.
But you're better off using royalty-free music. I use Incompetech, Kevin MacLeod's music all the time. He has some good stuff, and he's uploading. I see it on my phone now. It's on Google now. It's saying Kevin MacLeod added a new song. Thanks, Google. But Audio Micro, if you're a Social Blade partner with RPM. And
there's a lot of stuff from Digital Juice.
Yeah, there's plenty of ones.
More expensive because you have to buy the music box collection, but you get a lot in different cuts and everything, and you don't have to credit, although I tend to do it anyway, just for safety's sake.
Just to
But
be
yeah,
safe.
yeah, going back like years ago when I did drum covers on my channel, I was part of forums, and they said, "Oh, just put this in the description." It's all like, it's fair
Well-
use, something like nobody owns the rights here, no copyright intended. Meanwhile, it's a copyrighted song, and you very well did intend
You
to break
intended to do
copyright.
that.
So just because you put something in the description saying no copyright infringement intended here, you probably still are. It's not going to pass you by any law.
Yeah,
So you got to really look into that.
I've seen a lot of issues like that. And I mean, if you partner through Social Blade or RPM or whatever, we also get access to the Audio Micro library, which is nice, and all that jazz. And I mean, there's been a few people who've actually been saying that just because they put it in the description, guess what? That doesn't mean that you're not going to get claimed.
Yes. Jake, in our chat here on the Jake, where'd you go, Jake?
He gone.
He said something along the line. He went away. Jake, I don't know how to say his last name, but starts with a P. How come I didn't get paid for my videos or something like that? For our videos, we didn't get paid for our videos. Actually, Sean from Illicit Media jumped in and said having 2 subs and no videos might prevent earning money. But
Yes.
do keep in mind, guys, once again, we are not the network. We're not handling any contracts or payments. So if you have issues with payments, you have to go directly to the MakerMax support system, which is max.makerstudios.com/ticket.html, and fill out a support ticket there. Or if you fill out one at support.socialblade.com, we'll give you the link to fill out a support ticket with them. So yeah, we are not the network. We're not handling any of that. Sorry. In terms of, I know a lot of people are being like, why is it a 60/40 claim? Why am I getting paid this amount versus that? We don't set any of that. It's RPM that sets that for us, as we're just a referral for them. But when you do apply through us, you get added benefits, of course. So it's beneficial to apply through us and get the support and management that you would through Social Blade. So
not to mention you also get featured on the website too, which does get an amazing amount of views per day. So
it does.
It does actually help get views. I've actually had people from the community who've actually followed through onto my channel have said that they've come through Social Blade. So I mean,
we
you
have
do get
1,056 people on the page right now, so you got a great chance.
views. Yeah, and that's around the clock. Not to mention, again, it's on every single page. So chances are you might get a couple of extra views a day, which does help in the long run. So it's awesome.
You can't log into MakerMax right now. If you go to the description link that I posted, max.makerstudios.com/ticket.html, that should not be a login. Once again, support.socialblade.com, and I'll give you a link to both. So,
Yep.
One is a login, one is not.
And some people asked,
Sorry, Sean.
what is the point of Social Blade if RPM is paying people? Social Blade is, like Dave said, its own independent company. We're simply referrers to RPM, but Social Blade itself just tracks YouTube stats and Twitch stats, and so you can go there and utilize it and see, okay, your monthly growth. I'm expected to hit this goal at this time of date, and so it's just a nice way of tracking your YouTube. Can I say the word statistics? I always have problems saying that word. In all my videos, I can't say it, but it's just a nice place you can go and track that stuff. It's a little bit different than YouTube. YouTube analytics is good for some stuff, but Social Blade provides some of the other information, such as information about other channels that you can't find in your own analytics.
There we go.
Shall we cover payout threshold? Because somebody mentioned that they weren't getting paid, and I just forgot to mention there is a 60/40 pay split when you apply through Social Blade, but there's also a $50 payout threshold. So on a 60/40 split, you have to make about $83.33 before you make your payout threshold of $50. So just keep that in mind. You may have to check analytics. You may have to check your MakerMax dashboard if you're having issues logging in. There is a support button, and you can find a really small little link, but stuff like that. Just wanted to really touch on that real fast because somebody's pestering me in Google Hangout.
And just remember, YouTube is not a fast money making machine. It's not like, I'm just going to make a YouTube video and be a millionaire overnight. It does not work that way. For 99% of people, it does not work that way.
It does take a lot of effort. Now, believe me, I spent so much time in my first year trying to brand my channel, trying to get as many quality videos out as I could. I burnt myself out so many times.
Yeah, you
Sure, well, I mean, you saw some of those months. I had like 5 videos uploaded per day, and it was just insane. Mind you, I did get a decent amount of subscribers from that. I still get a decent amount of views, even though I haven't actually had a video since about October. But it takes a lot of effort. And if you do it for the money specifically,
You're
good
probably
luck.
you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna not be
Yeah.
happy. You're not gonna be happy.
If you're focusing on the money in the back of your head, you won't be able to enjoy the experience. I did it specifically for, well, first off, just trying to brand myself and actually try to get myself out there. But I did it for the community and all the support that I got from comments, likes, all of that. The money was a bonus. I was able to get another monitor from it. I was able to get a couple things here and there, but I wasn't doing it for the money. It takes an unbelievable amount of effort to make that type of money where you can actually just live off of it.
Yep.
Just saying.
Networks for users under 500 views per month. Do you guys recommend networks for tiny little channels?
No. No.
I generally don't recommend networks for small channels myself either, just because it's not going to get much benefit. I mean, and then again, I look back at what YouTube applies and what they give you. They give you the banner, they give you custom upload, scheduled uploads, they give you custom thumbnails. What does a network offer over that? Social
only
Blade does
hailing-
offer some, but
Yeah. The
you
main
know,
hailing grace right now is just still YouTube shows, but they're currently in maintenance, so you don't even get access to those as a network to user right now.
yeah.
And they've been like that for a while. They've been just telling people to use the new playlists. But I mean, shows were good. But I mean, it seems that YouTube is trying to roll everything out. Even live streaming is now available to pretty much anybody over a certain amount of views or subscribers. I don't know what the actual requirement is now.
Yeah, I can't
People are
remember.
complaining that your microphone's not in front of your mouth, Kestel, and they can't hear you.
What you guys talking about? I'm loud.
I can hear them fine, but
Yeah, I can hear him.
Hold on, I'll turn it up a little bit more.
it's different on the stream.
Apparently, sorry about that, guys.
Somebody asked a question earlier that I thought was interesting. If you could make one change to YouTube, what would it be? That's a hard question.
Make it work.
Yeah, that would be my one thing. Make the subscription boxes work.
Yes. I think that was the thing that killed my motivation, by the way. Having subscriptions boxes broken for about 2 weeks, losing a bunch of my clout, so to speak, or my viewership. That was annoying.
And the whole change to the new YouTube subscription feed really, really irritated me because now you can only see a certain amount of videos. Granted, you could see a little bit more information, but whenever in the old subscription feed you had all the videos, what I would do is I would hunt out thumbnails of series that I would be watching and watch them from there that way. I don't know. I just feel like that was a bad change, so I'd probably change it back so you had more subscription, like more videos in your subscription feed. And I would probably bring back video responses. I know a lot of people don't use them, but that was one of the ways creators could get feedback from their viewers. I know a lot of big gaming YouTubers, when they're doing something or they're on a project, they'd say, submit a video response with something that you would add to this, or like, can you do this better? Submit a video response. And that was a perfect way for a bigger YouTuber to see somebody's suggestion to them. Now, you can kind of do it. You can post the links on a YouTube page, or you can, I guess, contact them on YouTube or Google+. I just think video responses were an easy way for bigger YouTubers to interact with their audience, but I mean, I really didn't use them that much. It's just a nice feature. I don't really know why they took it away, but I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
I think especially with the whole Google Plus integration, video responses could have actually been revitalized in a way, especially
Yeah.
if they would have, changed some things around, been able to actually share them onto Google Plus pages, onto responses to other videos, etc. It would have been awesome, but they didn't have said foresight or just wanted to get rid of them.
Yeah, and I mean, they could have did something cool like they have top comments now. They could have top response where you could vote on the responses. You
That
could
would
watch
have been
them,
awesome.
plus up the responses, and then top 2 or 3 responses would be featured with the top comments. But I guess they
Basically.
just didn't want to deal with that anymore.
It happens.
But you know, I mean, it could have been complete something with code, and they were coding something completely different. And it would just have been a big pain for them to redo it. So we don't know.
Basically, yeah. Anyways, do you guys want to talk about anything else really quickly?
Yeah. One last comment from Illicit Media. He said if you had to change thing on YouTube, one thing you'd add a 1,000 CPM.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, sign me up.
Yeah, oh, I'd definitely start making more videos.
Yeah.
That,
I think everybody would. But
basically.
did we talk about
What
in
you
the
trying to say
game
there?
That thing.
That thing with that thing and that
oh.
feature that everyone knows about?
we talked about gaming on YouTube. When we were talking about that, I want to talk about gaming on Twitch,
Okay.
which is completely different. I'm realizing I
Takes a lot more effort.
I streamed before a little while back. Then I kind of took like a 6-month hiatus after doing the streaming project, and so I'm starting to stream more on Twitch now, and it is a completely different ball game than YouTube. And I know Kestel has streamed a lot on Twitch before. I mean, he hasn't in a while, but I know he did before, and he could probably vouch that it's completely different. In one aspect, it's a lot more laid back, and it's just like, okay, let's chill and just play some games.
It does take a bit of your time up, though.
Yeah, it takes up a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like uploading a video, you know, I could sit here and record a Minecraft video, 20 minutes, render it in 30 minutes, upload it in, you know, an hour, or the whole process would take an hour for me to do. Whenever you go to stream on Twitch, you could be streaming for 3 hours, and it takes a lot more time, and it takes a lot more internet too.
Yeah.
If you don't have a very good internet connection, you're gonna have some trouble. So.
And especially if you want to get partnered eventually, you guys have to stream a lot, and it can take a lot of effort. Like, I did do it for a while. I was up to, you know, a couple of thousand followers or whatever in a relatively short amount of time. So I was able to actually get partnership, but it was just so much effort. And if I'm ever in a position where I have the time that I can actually devote to Twitch and YouTube again, I'll do it. Like, I will do it and I won't regret it at all, because I know that there's something in there where you can have a lot of fun in Twitch. Chat is a lot more responsive, not like the 3-minute delay on YouTube. And it's just a different experience. It's more fulfilling, especially once you actually get the traction.
Yeah, and it's nice to be able to take the audience you have on YouTube, because a lot of them have Twitch accounts, and take that over to Twitch and just relax, and you can chit chat back and forth. You know, a lot of my Twitch streams end up to be Q&As. I'm answering questions all the time.
Yeah.
But it's just a nice way for your viewers to know you more on a personal level, which will keep them coming back to both your channels for more, Twitch and YouTube. And I have a question. It's about donations in Twitch, because I've watched a lot of streams, and 90% of the people who are streaming have donations set up. And I'm just asking, like, you guys and like the YouTube chat, the Social Blade IRC, like, what do you think about donations on Twitch? Because I've seen people do it where they split donations 50-50. 50% goes to like a charity and 50% goes to them. And that's how I have it set up on mine right now. I've seen people where all the donations go to them. I've seen people who just run like marathons, like Mario Marathon, or I did the streaming project where all donations go to a charity.
Yeah.
But apparently some people just do Twitch for a living and they run off the donations. And so I just want to know, like, what people think about that, and how willing are you to donate to them, and what makes you donate to people who you see streaming on Twitch?
I will say this, when I was actually doing Twitch, I actually had a few people who wanted to donate to me personally 100%. I wasn't comfortable with it, but I mean, I wasn't sure how long I'd be streaming or even doing YouTube for at that point. If I know that I wanted to do it in the long term, and I know if I had the time to devote to actually keep it up, I would have probably accepted donations. And I did have a lot of people at that point that would have actually wanted to donate to me, even though I didn't even have a partner yet. So that's just the other side of the coin on that end.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. If you're just starting out and you're not sure if you're going to be doing this a lot, I wouldn't take donations, because if you start taking donations from people and they expect you to keep coming back and then you just flat out quit, number one, they're going to be really irritated. And, you know, donations with PayPal are a little bit iffy, because they only want donations if it's through like a charity. And if somebody goes and reports you to PayPal, like, you could get your PayPal account suspended, and it's just a complicated mess. But there are workarounds to that for you with using sites like Pitch Inbox, I'mRaising.com, where you actually use the buy function of PayPal. But Yeah, that's a good point. Just don't start streaming and then accepting donations if you don't know if you're going to be doing this for the long haul because people will get upset.
Yeah, yeah. Like I even remember, even when we were setting up the Social Blade gaming stream, people have been continuously asking about, whether to donate or not, and that's something that next time Sean might be able to touch upon during our next live stream. But
He was under the weather today, so he couldn't
yeah.
join.
Oh, it's all good. I got to test out the new little 3-person triangle layout. It worked out nicely.
It looks cool.
It does indeed. So we have a 4-person, 3-person, 2-person, and a 5-person.
What about a 20-person?
Go
Whoa!
away, Dave. Just go.
The E960 says you should give all donations to charity. And then Illicit Media says charity streams on Twitch are common, but the broadcaster should never touch that money. Any donation to the broadcaster should be, in the comment just moved, should be theirs, but I'd never trust them to send money to a charity. And that's another thing.
Yeah.
If you're just starting out brand new and you have no reputation on the internet whatsoever and you're asking for donations, you're not going to get donations. And if you are running a charity stream specifically for a charity, make sure, if you can, that the charity money goes straight to that charity's PayPal account or their account. For the streaming project, we did Child's Play, and so people could donate directly to Child's Play without going through us at all, in which a lot of people are comfortable doing that. More established streamers, and I don't really consider myself established, but I watch MC Gamer. He does the 50-50 thing. If you donate, 50% of what you donate goes to charity, and usually by the end of the stream, he will donate that money that was given through that charity to the donation live on the stream. But if those people, he does like Zeldathon, they raise like $50,000 for charities. Those people you can trust. I trust donating that 50% of it's going to go to a charity because he's a reputable person. I know some people might be like, well, you still never know. I don't know. I'm throwing my trust out there to that person and saying, I just trust that they're going to be honest about it. And so, but yeah, though, if you're just starting, you have no internet reputation whatsoever, I would very strongly suggest you don't do donations.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah.
Because, if you don't have a reputation, people are like, who's this guy? He's going to hoard that money. So.
There, Tyler.
There, lad.
Basically. Do you guys want to wrap this up then? Or?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right, and just to go around the room, Dave, what do you do?
What do you do?
I fly cameras on things like quadcopters into trees at times, and then I show you how it's all put together and just all that tech-related fun stuff. So if you like flying things into trees and dangerous, spinny things, check it out, Sonic Orb Studios.
Not bad.
Oh yeah, I also manage a lot of Social Blade. Sport manager. Yay.
You do?
Whoa.
Wow,
Fancy.
really?
That's why it's been doing so well.
Fancy meeting you. Sorry, what about Tyler?
Thank you for saying I have a great mic, Portuga Oliver. What do? I do a lot of things. I do YouTube videos. I have a tech channel and a vlog channel called T Game and Tech where I review stuff, unbox stuff, and I do the occasional random video like how to survive a pack of wolves. And I have a gaming channel called Player Select Gaming, and Twitch, Player Select Gaming, and then I also do some web design stuff, and I manage some media accounts for some organizations and businesses, but I do a lot of things. And my tip would be, if you want to make money on the internet, have multiple streams of income. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket, because that is just not wise in any sense at all. But yeah, I do a lot of different things, so. And I have a nice mic.
Yes, you do. So does Dave. His was just out.
Yeah, it's just out of... Well, the mic's not out of commission.
I'll put that right there for show appeal.
There. You should have done that the whole time. They'd be like, oh, nice mic.
It sounds so much better now, doesn't it?
It's like magic.
And yeah, I definitely agree with Illicit Media there. The only reason why I did the pyramid setup is so that this wouldn't be the Kestel bunch this week. Like it was last week. Thank you, Tim. I'm sure he'll see that eventually. And as for what I do, I used to do YouTube, I used to do Twitch. Right now I'm focusing on Social Blade, in all honesty. I'm developing the apps. I'm going to be redoing good chunks of the website and adding new features in the near future.
Chop chop, Kestel.
Yes,
Get to work.
Will do. And basically what I'm doing right now is I am focusing on finishing up the Windows app as well as prepping the iOS app. So they're going to be pretty much identical for the most part. There's some things in the Windows app that just won't work, so I had to remove some of that, and some of the things in the iOS app which caused me a lot of issues and slowdowns. So bear with us, guys. We're pretty much there, and we'll be releasing that type of stuff to you in the near future. Yay! But
I'm
as
still
for
waiting for the BlackBerry version of the app.
and then there's Dave, who's
Just so you can say
one
you
of
haven't.
like 7 people who have a BlackBerry
Oh,
ever.
7. That's quite a large number.
Yeah,
go with 2.
yeah. Okay. I don't think that there's enough of a market demand for that, unfortunately. But you never know.
Okay.
I guess in the future,
Nope.
BlackBerry might pull something out of their butt.
Nope.
No. Okay.
That'll be
Probably,
shocker.
probably not.
Okay. So we don't have to worry about that, basically.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been the VideoCast number 2 by Social Blade. Again, we are brought to you, and I forgot what I was going to say. Dave, Sonic Orb Studios, Tyler, TGameandTech / Player Select Gaming, and me, Andrew / Castle Caden. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Again, this has been the Social Blade VideoCast. Until next time, guys, have fun.
See you later.
Dave, say bye.
Bye.
Say goodbye.